I wish I was clever enough to create the real stories we're going to talk about today. Hi, I'm John. This is Amateur News Today, and let's just jump right into it. Our first story comes from clickorlando.com, where a Florida woman was arrested for disorderly intoxication and claims that the only reason why the cops were called while she was at a hotel pool was that the manager was jealous that her body looked so good. Now, while I think fairly highly of myself, I don't believe I have ever found myself walking down a sidewalk or at poolside and having people go, "Look at that sexy man! Call the cops now! He's too hot! It's a crime against humanity." No, that definitely hasn't happened to me, but I'm not that beautiful. So what happened was this lady was sitting by this pool when a hotel manager saw her there in her bikini and said, "Hey, I don't think you are staying here. I don't remember you checking in. What room are you in?" She flipped out. And when the cops came to get her, she said that she was there with her boyfriend. They got into an argument. He booted her out. And the cops told her she had to move her car. But she said that her car was broken down. They said they were going to tow it. And magically, she jumps the fence, gets in her car, and it worked. She spun her tires to the parking spot right in front of her, which happened to be a different property. I guess these two parking spots were connected. So she is now in a parking spot at a gas station. And when the manager of the gas station told her that she couldn't park there, she got really upset. And that's when officers went to confront her, and she got in her car. And officer goes, "Hey, we can smell alcohol on you." And she started yelling at the police, and that's when handcuffs were put on her. The lady did admit to the cops that she did have one drink. It's always one drink. I don't know of anybody who's ever gotten away with saying, "I've only had one drink," but this lady tried it. She didn't get away with it. She said she did have the one drink, but couldn't explain why she smelled of alcohol. I can only imagine the fight she got in with her boyfriend, and they were probably comparing how beautiful they were to each other, but she left. She's too hot. I'll have a picture posted in just to let you know. This is what it looks like to be too hot for the streets. And if you look like this, beware. The cops may be called on you. Our next story sounds like it should come from Florida, but it comes from our friends way over in the UK. This is on the Mirror website, where a pregnant mom plans to live stream herself giving birth on OnlyFans for £10,000. And if you don't know what OnlyFans is, I guess consider yourself lucky. I only know it to be a place where people like to post pictures and videos of themselves doing, I guess, scantily clad naughty things, and it helps them pay for college, the rent, and you get the picture. These are not pictures you're going to find on Instagram, Facebook. You definitely don't share them with your mom or your grandma. She wants to film herself giving birth for £10,000. Now, this particular lady is no stranger to social media to raise funds while not giving birth in the past. In 2019, she claimed that she was faking depression to raise $7,000 for a nose job. This particular lady, who's expecting her fourth child, claims to have raised £40,000 posting sexy pictures of herself on her OnlyFans page. I personally do not have an OnlyFans page, but I'm pretty certain if I did and posted sexy pictures of all of this, people would not pay me because they were thirsty. They would pay me because they would want me to stop. This lady and her partner have agreed that they will not show any pictures of their baby online unless they are given enough money to do so. And it looks like the price to get pictures of this baby is going to be £15,000, which just goes to show that basically everything in this family is for sale. And this comes after another mom shared how her teenage son created an OnlyFans account to support her glamour modeling career and in the hopes of earning a little more pocket money. And all I can say to that is, yeah. You know what? I'm going to leave that alone. We're going to stop that story there. Our last story comes from Fox News in Missouri, more specifically, Laclede, Missouri, where a lady used a taxi cab as her getaway car after robbing a bank. The woman, who was 29, apparently called for a taxi to take her to three separate banks, including the Regions Bank in Clayton, Missouri. What she did was walk in and told the bank teller that she had a gun and demanded money, which of course the employees complied, handed her the cash, and then the lady leaves and got in the cab. Shockingly enough, it was easy to find out where she was at all times because she got in the cab. The bank people call the police. They say she's in the cab. They contact the Laclede cab company. They track the car. And then the guy's just driving along, and all of a sudden all these cops converge on his car, and he's like, I didn't do anything. Turns out it was his passenger. And I will say this, if you are a criminal and you use a taxi cab as your getaway car, you deserve to get caught. I mean, you deserve to get caught anyways, but you especially deserve to get caught if you're going to use a trackable vehicle after robbing a bank. Anyways, that's it for the amateur news today. I hope you have a great weekend, and until next time, take care.